Good morning, everybody. This is Kathy, and welcome to Mixed Media Frenzy. And we have Krista and Shannon with me this week, and we are using mist. So, what I am using is Lindy's mist spray, and let's see what is the name of it. It's like a mint color, and then I'm using Lindy's in Blue Hawaiian, and I love how shimmery they are. And so I am just spraying it on a little plastic sheet that I got from my inside embellishment kit, and I'm just spraying it on there, and I'm taking my paintbrush and I am just doing some stripes. I love these two colors together. It's so shimmery up close. I just love it. I'm making a mess though, but that's okay. So with this, I am going to use some close to my heart paper, and I guess I'm going to splatter with the sprays first, and then I'm going to dry it a little bit. So I have these doilies, and I have had them for probably, I don't know how old they are. I don't think they have a year on them, but I would say they're probably 8 years old or so. So that green matched so perfectly with that spray. So here I'm showing you that I'm going to be using some of my scraps, and I'm going to rip this page, and this paper is it the Every Little Thing? That's the paper I'm using. And then let me see, I think, what's the other one? I'm bad, I can't remember. Anyway, I am just kind of playing with it right now, laying out the paper, and then I flip over that blue because there's just two blues. So I flipped it over to the gray, and I decide I didn't like that blue ripped paper, so I take that out. And then I trim down my paper, and I usually, like, if I build a cluster behind my photo, I like to put a couple staples in it. And that way it kind of stays together how I like it. So I'm going to move my photo and put it in the middle of my layout. This layout turns out to be like a struggle for me. I have these tags that I pulled from my How to Kill a Kit with Style. So I'm using it, and so I start gluing my stuff down, but I get out my ribbon and use it. I've been really concentrating on trying to use up my ribbon. So here I'm going to show you that I'm going to put a couple staples in just to hold them still, and then I mount my photo. So I make a boo-boo, but I won't tell you yet what happens, but I struggle so bad. I had these stamped stars and stuff, so I do pull out some green and blue and put some stars on there. This is my daughter Nikki and her little boy Lane, and they are at the pool. And these are the ribbons I pulled out, and I'm going to put them inside my tags and then staple them, so it just gives a little bit more texture to my page. And the colors all match really good. Just kind of like a soft layout. I think this layout would be really pretty for a new baby, like a boy baby, you know, a boy baby, listen to me, a baby boy layout. So then my stapler got messed up, so I had to fix it. It always happens when we're on camera, don't it? So, I tucked the tags, and I like how they are, and I'm going to staple them in just so that I can move that around. And there's those arrows that I stamped. And let me see. That stamp with the arrows, it is from Into the Wild, and that's the other paper that I'm using, is Into the Wild. I love their stamps from Close to My Heart. So I'm going to outline like I always do. I love to outline my layouts. Then I pull out some stickers. Pretty sure that's next. I try these out, and they're like puffy stickers, but I really want to use that bird on there, and I'm not fond of birds, but I thought, well, I gotta use it. So I pulled the scallop, and it's like a puffy from Hip Kit, and I can't figure out what to do with this little banner, so I don't use it. And there's that bird. It comes back and forth to my layout. Now, eons ago, I bought a whole bunch of photo corners, and I got them out, and I really love the color, so I'm going to use 4 of them. I watched Janet on RTS Scrapbooking, and she likes using photo corners, and I'm like, you know what? I have a whole bunch of them, and I need to get them used up. So I brought them out on this layout. So it kind of brings out Lane's swimming trunks. I'm not fond of the one up on Lane's head. Now that you see it, it just kind of I mean, that's all I see now, but I left it alone, you know, but I don't know. Here comes that bird again. I really want to use, it's the right color, but I just couldn't get it to work. So I'm going to glue down a couple arrows. I really love the background. If you guys haven't tried it, try spraying some on a clear plastic sheet and taking a paintbrush. And I already gessoed my background. So, okay, the title was going to be summertime, or summer, yeah, I think it's summertime. Okay, so I moved them around, and then I decided to put them down on the bottom right-hand corner. And then I realized, well, you can't really see it. So I outlined it, and you could barely see. I outlined it, and then I didn't like it. So we do what we do. I grabbed a journaling card, and I'm covering it up, because I pulled it up, and I thought, oh, that's too messy. Excuse me. So I am covering up my mistake. So I decided to put a couple journaling spots down on the bottom, and then carry it up to the top left-hand corner, and I'm going to tuck a couple journaling tags. And when you're looking at the layout, like if I'm looking at it, you can see the word summer. I know it's probably hard to see in the video, but I can read it, and whoever's looking at the layout, they can see it. So, here comes that bird again. Oh, goodness. I'm really, really trying to get that bird on this layout. So, I go ahead and I decide that I pulled out some black thickers from HipKit, and I decided I needed to finish putting my title. So I put down fun, and then I realized, well, these letter stickers are just a little bit too dark. So I pulled them up and excuse me, still have that cough and sore throat. So here I decide to pull them up, and then I use some other, and they're like a gray, kind of like a light gray color, but they still have a black color to them, but they're a lot lighter, and they kind of go with Nikki's bottoms of her swimsuit. So then I need to carry up some black up to the top left, and so I put the year. And I love how this layout turned out. I struggled with it, but it all turned out in the end. And this little puffy sticker says, remember when. And I thought, well, I'll put it up above the date. And then I need to buy me some journaling markers and to write on the slick surface on my journaling spot. So now I'm adding enamel dots, and be sure to go check out Krista and Shannon and give them some love and like their videos. And I hope to see you back here again. You all take care. Bye-bye.